Hi, my name's Mariah Baker, and to anyone who's not familiar with me, I'm a survivor of homelessness and drug addiction here in the province, and I've found art to be an invaluable tool in my recovery. Instead of falling further into addiction and wasting more money on my drug of choice, I bought cameras and filmmaking gear. That decision, I would say, changed my life. I had to stay sober in order to finish my projects. I needed to be able to have money set aside in case something popped up. I had to be able to give up my addiction, to be able to put the money aside, to be able to buy the things to start this up. Filmmaking has become my creative outlet. And while that's true for me, I know many people across the province that find forms of diversion, recovery, and hope through different forms of creative outlets. And I know I'm not the only person who feels this way. I started to look into this and I found several academic papers on the intersection between art, substance abuse, and homelessness. One study from 3 different researchers found that art helped homeless youth manage mental health challenges and build hope. Another study from one prominent professor and their colleagues looked into how art messaging can engage young adults and help keep them off the streets and stay away from substance use. A broader review from an organization called With One Voices looked at more than 60 different studies on arts and homelessness. I recently saw this in a Facebook group called Weird Art for Weird People when I shared part of my story about how I keep the signs from when I was homeless and panhandled, the ones that particularly helped me get off the street, as forms of artwork on my wall, as a reminder of where I came from. It got an overwhelming response with over 5,000 reactions and hundreds of shares. But what really stood out to me lied in the comments section. Reading through those comments, it started to not feel like a coincidence. There seemed to be a real overlap between creativity, hardship, and the search for an outlet to help those people survive. My story is not unique, and there's research to back it up. Where I'm speaking from lived experience, and hundreds of people in my comment section of that post also spoke out from lived experience, I feel that right now it is important to talk about the budget cuts. While the province has committed more money to build public housing, funding for mental health supports and the arts has been reduced. The arts and mental health supports are what help keep people off the streets, staying sober, and give people an outlet to express themselves other than picking up a crack pipe. And while housing is incredibly important, and I am truly thankful for the funds that have been allocated to public housing, if you truly want less people on the streets, less people suffering from mental health problems and drug addiction, you seriously need to go over this budget again. Because sometimes the things that help people rebuild their lives aren't what you think they are. For me, it was a camera.